This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Bulldogs will kick it away to start us off. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a first down. Back in motion now. Running with purpose. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pin him in. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it. Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. He'll throw it now. Looking right. This one caught. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Grab behind the line. It's Flowers. Breaking tackles and going. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Touchdown, Tigers. They connect for 6. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring it down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. Going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State and Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning. Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
4th down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Pitch to the back. First down, looking for more now. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Single back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. Now here's the toss play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. On the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
On the run, it's Thomas. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. Man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Falls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The receiver makes the catch. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Flowers. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
The Tigers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Game moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. Touchdown, Tigers. This air attack is still unstoppable.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Keeping it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's looking deep again. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Looking deep to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you start to wonder, should I go for this?
They'll kick it away here. See if he can make a play on this return. There's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First down, we're going to throw the ball. On the move now. They'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down there.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, and looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it on the move. And it's going to be way off. The receiver was wide open. The pass off target. Missed opportunity.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
It is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. As the first down is still going. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Direct snap. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
When the defense had everything covered downfield, the quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Play action fake. Looking to throw.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The Tigers will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. Gives it to the back. Breaks into open space. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
A change of direction. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
At the 19-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Toss play to the outside.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Chewing clock for the winning game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. QB decides to keep it here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance. So
they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Turn starts inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
On the move now.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't get...
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Now rolling out to his left. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football's had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
A misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Caught behind the line. It's Flowers. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the 1st down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the 1st, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Toss play, running right. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
Oh, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.